Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Katie. I'm a registered dietitian with White Earth Public Health, and I'm back here cooking with Heather again today.
Hi, I'm Heather, registered nurse with White Earth Public Health. We are back and continue to prepare heart-healthy recipes, and today we will be making a curry on stuffed bell pepper.
This recipe is originally a stuffed bell pepper recipe, but I think it's a little bit quicker as an unstuffed skillet dish. So once we're done, you can decide which route you want to take. We hope you enjoy it.
Okay, to start our dish, we're going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil on the bottom of our skillet and let it heat up, and then we'll add one small onion.
And we just it was this like a medium onion, we just kind of cut it in half. So more or less on your taste preferences, go ahead and do what works for you. And then choice of meat for today's recipe, we are gonna use ground turkey. You could also use ground chicken, pork, beef, your choice, whatever you think you wanna do. Once Heather gets that going, we'll add that in, and then we'll just break it up until our meat is done. So depending on what you have, it should take a few minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, so our ground turkey is all cooked. We'll just do a little zoom in there so they're...
And now we're ready to add the good stuff. We're gonna start with our cut up bell peppers. And it's about 2 cups.
It's a little heavy on that. I did 2 cups and then I looked at the recipe, and the recipe calls... Yeah, go ahead. It'll add some good flavor. Yeah, same. I think it's probably closer like 3 to 4 cups, but just add how you'd like.
And then we'll add our 1 small zucchini, and that's cubed up as well.
And yeah, and any vegetables that you find fitting can work in here. This is just what the recipe called for, so have fun with it. And now we are gonna add in our seasonings. So first, Heather is gonna add a teaspoon of curry powder. And then we have a teaspoon of sugar measured out here. We're just gonna kind of sprinkle some in. We couldn't quite find the reasoning why we'd want to add sugar, so we're just gonna add lightly because I think the pepper should add enough sweetness. And then we have a half a teaspoon of cloves, and then a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then a half a teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna go a little bit light on that because that seemed like a lot of pepper to the two of us. So I'm glad that Heather's on the same page of that with me. And then once we get this all into the dish, we'll give it a good stir and then just kind of let it cook away for like 5 to 10 minutes. We're just kind of looking for our peppers and our zucchini to get nice and softened up. But oh, it looks delicious. You can see the beautiful color there.
Yeah,
so this
color's
is
really pretty,
coming together nicely. You can tell if at this point it might help to add like a little bit of beef broth or something, just if you need a little bit of liquid, because when we do add our quinoa, it's gonna be dry. So, or it's already cooked, excuse me. So just kind of roll with whatever looks best, and it might help your vegetables cook.
All right, now that the peppers and zucchini have cooked up, they're still a little bit of crunchy. Depending on how you like them, either really soft or crunchy, cook it however long as you want. And now we're ready for the last step, which is the quinoa, and we actually cooked it up ahead of time. The recipe calls for 1.5 cooked quinoa, so I'll add that in.
And you'll remember the quinoa, it's that wonderful, it's a grain, but it's jacked up with 8 grams of protein per cup. So it adds a lot to this dish, but you could also use wild rice would be an absolutely amazing substitute. So, and if you remember too, your wild rice does have a little bit of protein, not as much, but yeah, whatever works best for you. And then the last part, we will just sprinkle, we have a 1/4 cup of some fresh chopped cilantro. That is, let's see how that, I don't know, is that enough? Too much? I don't know. Looks good to me.
Ooh, I like it.
So basically at this point, you can certainly recover it a little bit, but it just needs to come to temperature and it's ready. So really speedy nighttime dish. So we just hope that you've enjoyed our take on our curry unstuffed bell pepper, and check out whiteearth.com for today's recipe. Yeah, so it's beautiful, it's colorful, it's amazing. Along with this recipe, you also find some more heart healthy recipes to try out. Thanks for watching.